first time you experienced racism?
Man, first time I experienced racism, we was in Mississippi. Me and Ricky was in Mississippi. And we downtown Jackson. Downtown Jackson, Mississippi. So we parked and prisoners had prison uniforms on, like life, like Eddie Murphy and them in life with stripes. And they sweeping up, chained together. So, man, it blew my motherfucking mind. I'm shocked. So I'm standing there looking like, what the fuck? And Reagan going on doing what he's doing. I'm standing there looking. And the guard, walked over and was like, keep it moving, boy. I said, boy, the fuck you talking to, hunky? I said, man, I'm not from here. What the fuck is you talking to? I said, man, respect is given when respect is received, man. I said, all that boy shit, take that shit, man, back on, where you came from. So he had his shotgun down. And, he cocked the motherfucker. So I told him, I said, listen, I said, if you raise that motherfucker, it's gonna be a problem. I said, you got a gun, I got a gun. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm gonna go make it back home. You raise that motherfucker, you gonna kill me or I'm gonna kill you. So it's like a damn standoff down there. You know what I'm saying? And the prisoners, their eyes looking big, and you know what I'm saying? But another white dude came over, younger cat. He like, sir, can I talk to you for a minute? We talking, he like, a lot of these old guys are, old Klansmen. They still going by, things they used to do back in the days. I said, but this ain't that. This ain't that. He said, I like to apologize. Woo-woo. I'm like, you know what, man? It's cool. I'm finna get in my car, take my ass back home. You know what I'm saying? So Reagan like, nephew, let's go, man. Let's go.
But how old were you when that happened?
And this was, my mama was living in Mississippi. This maybe 6, 7 years ago. No, I tell you what. I went to get her after Hurricane Katrina. After Hurricane Katrina hit. Because Hurricane Rita was coming in. We left Mississippi the day Hurricane Rita hit Mississippi. We left. By the time we hit Memphis, Hurricane Rita had came through because she was staying in Madison County. Hurricane Rita had came through and tore Madison County to shreds. So it was around that time. This was recent, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Mississippi showed me shit I ain't seen in a minute. Young black dudes, my age, a black couple coming through the mall, because she had a shop at the mall down there. Young black cat coming through the mall. He don't hold the door open for an elderly black couple, but he hold the door open for a white couple, and he no sir, no ma'am to them. But this black couple came in, you know what I'm saying, and you just walked in, didn't hold the door for them. It's still that mentality down there, man. It's still that no sir, no ma'am mentality. But you don't show the same respect to the older black people down there. It's still that slave mentality. My mom was like, you can't live in Mississippi. She said, you can't. She said, you too, your mind is too militant. Mississippi ain't for you. It's not. It's not. We got land down there. As far as me going down there to live, it ain't gonna happen.
See, I'm from there though, Dave.
Oh, okay.
And, as far as me experiencing the racism in it, I guess I don't know if I experienced it like you did.
Yeah.
Because I know it's there, so I just overlook it, or they don't bother me because I don't mess with them people either.
Yeah.
I just stay in mine and they stay away from me, and I don't mess with them.
I hear that.
But the first time I think I experienced it, I think I may have brought it on. Because after watching the movie Roots,
Oh, yeah.
or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it'll make you.
Well, everybody in our neighborhood at that time, back then in the 70s, we was all, blacks.
Yeah.
So I went to, Pirate Middle School. Then after that, I went to Vincent. Then that became integration with black and whites.
Okay.
And me, the women, that was different. So I ain't worried about it. So then I went to Custer the following year. I think I was 14 going on 15. That's when I experienced the racism.
Okay.
We did wrestling meets. I personally took this personally.
Yeah.
I didn't like the white boys like that.
I hear you on that.
Because they thought they knew more than whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I'm from over here. We don't take that kindly.
Yeah.
We do.
So,
We're not gonna take second. I don't know what second place is. I didn't want it because I didn't want to be in second for nobody.
yeah.
But if I was me experiencing racism in Mississippi, man, we go to the coast. There's a shortcut to take to go to Mississippi to the coast, but you got to go in the daytime. You cannot go at night because they got them flags out there, and it's only one gas pump.
Oh man.
And they tell you, don't stop in our town.
Yeah. Man, I seen a sign in Atlanta that said, "Nigga, don't get caught on the other side of the sign past sundown." And I turned around because I didn't think I read what I read, and that's what it said. Nigga, don't get caught on the other side of the sign past sundown.
So how do you take that though? I don't understand. You took that they were talking to you?
Yeah, I mean, just it's bold to just have a sign like that, period. You know what I'm saying? Because if I put a sign up that said, "Hunky, don't get caught on the other side of the sign past sundown," I'm going to catch flack from some official, some alderman or somebody go catch me flack and say, "Take the sign down." I couldn't even put a sign in the middle of Fond du Lac when we had our shop that said barbershop right here. You know what I'm saying? So for you to have a sign that say, "Nigga, don't get caught on the other side of that sign past sundown," you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even put a sign up that said, you remember the sign? That said barbershop. They made us pull the sign up. You know what I'm saying? It was just on the island. You know what I'm saying? Right where the people was begging at.
Yeah.
But they made us move the sign. You know, I stayed on 6 Hills when I stayed in Tulsa. There's a white dude lived next door. My wife come home. He speak, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" I pull in, he don't speak. So I spoke to him. If I speak to you, I'm gonna make you speak to me.
Yeah, you force him.
So I spoke here and I said, "Man, hey, didn't you hear me say hello? Proper thing for you to do is say hello back. Oh, how you doing? Yeah,
So you
okay.
did the first time.
Yeah, I know you heard me.
Yeah, he heard you
But I
first.
made sure he heard me the second time. You know, like they put that letter out that was saying, you know, be careful of your women, that, you know, the black men don't get your women, or the black men are selling dope in Tulsa and all this. They put a letter out. And it hit my door. It got to my door. You know, that was around when that riot shit happened. And, you know, like we had a lot of people walking. So they would, you know, get together right there, you know, in between my house and the neighbor house to, you know, gather each other. So me being me, I walk out to take my garbage out. I might have my pistol in my waist so they can see it. "Hey neighbor, how you doing?" They looking. So I just said, "You know what? I got y'all a little newsletter." And they, "Well, we didn't have nothing to do with that. We promote Black Lives Matter." I said, "I don't give a fuck what you do." I said, "But any one of y'all knock on my door wrong, you'll meet Jesus the hard way.
Let him meet him.
Don't mess with me, I won't mess with you." You know, we gonna keep it like that. You know, I mean, it's, you know, it's fucked up because I lived right around the corner from the Bear at the time. And I know they get this. I know they got the letter. I know all this shit going around. But if, you know, us as black folks was to band together and do something like that, they'd call us a mob, or they'd say, you know, we're a gang now. We trying to, you know, unite, like, you know, when they tried to do it in the 60s and 70s type thing, you know, with, you know, they let these white people get away with too much shit, man. Too much shit, you know. And
who let them get away with too much shit?
the so-called people in office,
City officials.
you know, city officials, the people that we vote in when they tell us they gonna do this, but then they, you know, switch shit up. You know what I'm saying? They switch it up and then do their own thing.
Would you go against your people if you was in office?
Huh?
Would you go against your people if you was in office?
Go against my black people?
Yeah.
No.
I know I wouldn't.
And they
No,
doing the same
hell
thing.
no.
I know I wouldn't.
They doing the same thing.
Hell no.
They not
Oh,
going
okay.
against
I
their-
see you said that.
I'll make it fair though. I'll make it fair.
What's ever going to be fair if you vote a white person in, right, and think that they're gonna hold white people accountable? How could that ever be fair? Because they're not gonna do it. You know.
Sooner or later, somebody gonna have to.
Who?
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later, man.
I will.
You know it's 2023, right?
Pratt did it.
Pratt did what?
Pratt had stuff to where Pratt did a whole lot of stuff for us when we was younger, as far as the parks and all that in the hood or whatever. You know, so why can't it be done?
So Pratt was the acting mayor of Milwaukee, black man, right? Marvin Pratt. I called that Marvin Pratt would not be the mayor of Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
You know why
They
I
wasn't gonna
called
let him be
that?
the mayor.
You know why I called it?
Why is that?
Because Pratt did exactly the opposite of what a white mayor would do. He went against his people.
Yeah.
You think that he probably went, you know, people think that it looked like he was doing stuff for it, but Pratt put up, you look for the voting age, right? 18 and above, right?
Yeah.
And really, you want to look for that 18 to about 30 because that's prime voting age. But he went against that voting age. Remember, the biggest thing he did was put up them U-turn signs, no U-turn signs on Capitol, on Sherman, on Silver Spring, so on. You stopping your voters instead of letting them do what they got to do, right? In a wise manner. You could have dedicated a spot like they did out there in West Allis. So Pratt didn't do that. See, the thing about this, and I'll let you get back to it, but the thing I think I see happening is when we vote white politicians in, white politicians look out for white people. They're white constituents above all. When we vote black politicians in, not all, remember I'm saying that, not all of them, but a lot of black politicians look out for white people. They don't look out for their people.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it got to turn. It's 2023, right? 2023. How many years do we got left? You know what I'm saying? We talk about a 500-year history, right, in America, under this type of government, where we're not being treated fair.
Well,
How long are we gonna wait to be treated fair, or are we gonna start treating one another fair?
like you said, a designated place.
Mm-hmm.
We got, you know, sometimes we shoot ourselves in the foot. Cause look at when they had cars show up at midtime, they had over 100-some shoes, you know, 100-some shells on the ground. You know, we shoot ourselves in the foot. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
I mean, we shoot ourselves in the foot, man. You know,
but here it's okay. So, how do you get people to not shoot each other, right? I mean, you tell people to go up there, right? But then it ain't no rules and regulations. You gotta have rules and regulations to everything you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't see that shit happening with anybody else. So we gotta have rules and regulations, you know, with whatever we decide to do. I can't say we're gonna have a car show in this parking lot and then anybody can come. Because somebody come, what if I walk past and be like, man, I like this car. But then the person who car it is, he might not ever had anybody looking at his car like that. He might be upset about somebody looking at his car like that. And then now we at odds. And now I'm like, hold on, man, what's wrong with you, man? You put it in a car show. But he like, man, I don't want nobody looking at my car like that. Don't be touching my car. That's what a car show for, right? So then, we're gonna have the shootout because nobody gave rules and regulations. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can take rules and regulations, but we just don't ever give them. So people expect us to do certain things, right? People expect black people to do certain things without the rules of the event. We never get the rules to the event. We just get the event. You know what I'm saying? We can't just take the event, man. We got to start putting rules together before we get to the event. And you got to let people know, man, that this is not one of them events where we're going to have nonsense going on.
You got to put the rules together, and you got to stand on people respecting the rules.
Yeah, but, so when you put the rules together, right, who gets to come? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got, like, it's like the bar or the club that opens up, right? The bar or the club that opens up, it start off with the 30 crowd. 30 and above get to come, right? Well, 30 and above gonna come, but 30 and above typically gotta go to work the next day or one day, right? So then they lower it down to the 25. And then they end up lowering it down to the 21. Man, anybody get to come in there then, right? But because the 21s, they don't go to work as much as the 30 and above. And this is not all the time either. This is just not all. I'm gonna say not all. That's a quote from my man, Jesse Lee Peterson. You know what I'm saying? But they don't go all the time. So a 21-year-old is typically not setting their career where they gotta wake up at 5 in the morning, do everything like that. So more money can come from that 21. But then with that 21, you get what you get from the 21 as opposed to holding your discipline together and only allowing 30 and up.
Okay, but say, okay, on that note, say you let a 21-year-old come in, and I got a bar, you got a bar, I ain't got a bar. He do something wrong at your bar. We all ban him. If everybody get together, bar owner, club owner, I don't care if you doing having bar mitzvahs, and you ban that one cat from every establishment in the city, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else gonna start falling in line.
Yeah. But what's the rules to get into the bar?
ID and age.
Yeah, that's not enough rules. It's not enough rules, man.
Like some people used to do dress code, can't come in with white tees on.
White tee, man. You shouldn't go to the bar with a t-shirt on anyway, man.
Man, you'd be surprised, man.
No, I'm not surprised. I know they do it.
They don't allow that in New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm about to say in Charlotte, a lot of the places when I first went to Charlotte, now when I first went down there, you had to have hard bottoms on. You had to have on a certain style of pants, a certain style of shirt. It had to be, it had to have at least one button on it. It had to have at least a button on it. You know what I'm saying? To get into the club, right? When you did that, you automatically eliminated the person that was gonna wear the t-shirt, man. I'm not going to a club where somebody wearing a t-shirt, man. I don't want to go there, man.
Yeah, I ain't never.
But check this out. When you went to the club the first time, how did you dress? Did you dress with some jeans, tennis shoes, or did you dress nice? Because I know when we went, we
first
wanted
time?
to be,
Yeah, no,
we
man.
wanted to be dressed. We wanted to,
But, okay, so this is gonna date the situation.
That's fine.
But when I first went to a club, man, down there had a suit on.
Yeah, that's
Suit, tie. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes suspenders. Always hard bottoms. I'm not going to a club without hard bottoms.
See, I ain't never had to deal with a dress code or standing in line in a club or nothing. Cause if they dress code was no Tim's, and I walk in with Tim's, they gonna let me in because I'm gonna come in there, I'm gonna spend money.
It's disrespectful.
I ain't gonna cause no problem.
That's the problem right there.
I ain't gonna cause no problem.
No, you gonna cause the
They
problem.
lower their standards.
problems.
They lower their standards.
You caused the problem.
How I cause the problem?
By going in a joint with Tim's on, and the rules is no Tim. Cause now I can No, I'm coming in the club and I'm spending $2,000, right? Why I gotta wear hard bottoms and you get to wear Timbs? So now they gonna lower it for me. He gonna do the same thing. Like, hold on, man, me and my crew, we get the VIP, we buy bottles all the time. We coming in with Timbs. So you caused the problem right there. That's the problem. See, the problem is, like he said, they lowered standards.
But I ain't causing no problem.
Yeah, you caused the problem.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm in the
You
VIP.
caused the indirect problem.
I'm doing the exact same thing.
You
But
said-
you don't even know I'm in the club. So I'm in the back.
Yeah, if you ain't in the...
I don't wear hard
I
bottoms.
see you walking the door.
If anybody can see you...
I see the crowd react to you, so
Yeah.
I see them.
But see, I don't wear hard bottoms.
Yeah, if
You know what
anybody
I'm
can see
saying?
you, don't need to be in that club. So if
Okay.
anybody can see you, that's your fault. Because okay, so how come Kobe Bryant played basketball just like Michael Jordan?
Work ethic.
Well, you can't have work ethic to make you walk like somebody.
He imitated.
He didn't walk like his daddy. He walked like Michael Jordan.
Yeah. He imitated his whole aspect.
That's example. And you set the example.
But Kobe had that drive.
Nah, it don't got nothing to do with drive.
Yeah, it got a lot to do with
It
it.
don't have anything, because you can't, so drive don't have anything to do with your walk, your demeanor. It don't have anything to do with that.
He changed his voice.
He start chewing the gum like Michael Jordan. His daddy wasn't doing that. His daddy wasn't walking like that. You see what I'm saying? And you could see the change. See what I'm saying? So what I'm saying by that is the example that he set, that Michael Jordan set, is the example that Kobe seen, right? If more people would have did it, they'd probably be better players. I don't know. But when people see you, the example of you walking in with Tim's on, right? You got some Tim's on your feet or whatever. People see you walking in, you setting the example. So you the problem.
Nah.
You are.
Y'all know this.
That's the problem. But the bigger problem is you saying no. Because that's why people get to go in the club and shoot it up. You dig what I'm saying? That's why they get to go to the car show and shoot it up.
No, they go to the car shows and the clubs and shoot them up because they don't know what the hell. They just can't go somewhere and enjoy themselves.
It ain't about enjoyment though. It ain't about enjoyment because if you got like...
It ain't because they got tails on. I done seen cats at Simmons with gaiters on, 3-piece suits, bust somebody's head with a bottle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
So it don't matter what you have on.
That's fine.
It don't matter what you have on.
That's fine.
If you go do it, you go do it.
That's peace. But when you go into the ratio of the cat with the hard bottoms on and this 3-piece suit like you just said, when you go into that person and the person with the Timbs and the T-shirt, who do it the most?
Who are the tail?
Nah, who do the busting the bottle head and all that stuff? Who do that the most? Cause I done seen people who do stuff, and I'm a roll with you on that one.
It's probably equal. I ain't gonna say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't gonna say one do it more than the other.
Okay.
I mean, I just seen it equal.
Okay, so
I just seen it equal.
is there anybody you wouldn't let in your club if you had a club?
Anybody I want to let in?
Yeah, by dress code.
My dress code?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come in my club with a white T-shirt on,
Why?
or something like
What I
that.
got to do with it?
They're spinning that too. Go ahead in the back.
What white
It
T-shirt?
don't matter about the money.
What the
You
white
just
T-shirt
said
got to do with it?
A white tee,
Yeah, you got a white T-shirt on under that purple T-shirt. So what the white T-shirt?
but I
got
got
to
the
do?
purple shirt on.
What do the white T-shirt got to do with it though?
No, he put on a
He
shirt.
just had on a white T-shirt over that under that man, and he had that on before he put that on. So
He
what,
shouldn't be allowed outside with that Packer shirt on.
Did they beat the Cowboys?
but what do
He should have.
Did they beat the Cowboys?
Did they go home? Did they
Did they
make the
beat the
playoffs?
Cowboys? Did they beat the
Did
Cowboys?
they make the playoffs?
They done made it plenty of times
Did
before.
they make the
made it plenty of
playoffs?
times before.
He
Did
should-
they beat the Cowboys?
He would
Did they
have.
mano to mano, man to man? Did they beat the Cowboys?
No,
if
they
they
didn't
did
beat
beat the Cowboys
They
this year,
didn't-
that's over.
They didn't beat them, but they didn't make the playoffs.
They won more. They didn't beat the Cowboys this
They
year.
didn't make the playoffs.
Did they beat the Cowboys?
If I had a club, nobody getting in with Packer gear on.
What about the
But
white
that's a different
T-shirt?
club.
What about the white T-shirt? What's wrong with the white T-shirt?
Nah, you gotta have something. You gotta have something. It gotta be something on your shirt.
Well, tell me what's wrong with the white T-shirt.
It's just saying.
What stereotype are you adding to the white T-shirt?
I'm adding a stereotype.
You are adding a stereotype
What's the
because
stereotype?
you just said that it would be probably equal with the same cat with the 3-piece suit on. And
But
the
don't
Timbs.
nobody wear a white T-shirt going to.
I've seen cats go in the club with a white T-shirt. You seen club? Man, stop that, man. You seen plenty of cats going. Cats bought white T-shirts for me to go to the club. You've seen that. I know you've seen that.
The club joints I go to don't wear white t-shirts.
What? Which clubs you go to, man?
I go to sports bars.
Okay, at a sports bar, you ain't never seen nobody with a white t-shirt.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Can't do it no more.
Okay, this is the
You
true.
ain't been up.
The name of this
You ain't been able to do it in the past 6-7 years. Man.
The name of this channel is The True Live 2.
Yeah.
True. We got to keep it true.
When was the last time you seen somebody get in the club with a white tee on, D? In the past 5 or 6 years?
Yeah. The past 5 or 6 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have seen people go in the club. And
I ain't seen it.
Hold up, check. Here go the cold part. You said in the past 5 or 6 years, right?
Yeah.
But then you brought up 70s. 70s ain't been there since the 90s.
That's the
So
only.
we going back almost
But
30
that's
years.
That's the only joint really that you could have worn hard bottoms with suits on.
So then,
Ain't no really. It has no clubs since 70s
right.
that you go get dressed up to go to.
Okay.
Ain't no clubs here that no more.
So do you stand by your statement that it's probably equal that the cat with the 3-piece suit on do the same type of thing with the cat with the Timbs on? Do you stand by that statement now after you just said what you said?
It's still equal.
How can it be
It's the
equal if they don't
mindset.
wear the suits and stuff no
It's
more?
the mindset.
Wait, you said they don't do it in Milwaukee no more, right?
It's the mindset.
No,
Look at
no,
okay. I'll tell you.
wait,
I'll tell you
wait,
like this.
Wait,
Look
wait,
at Mr.
what?
Okay.
Wait, hold that up. You just said
It's
you,
still equal.
how can it be equal if the
You
cat?
gotta. Okay.
Wait,
you
hold
said
it.
it.
Wait.
Let me ask you.
Let me.
You got this.
I'm
You got
just,
this.
Hold up. I'm asking
ahead.
off of your question.
You got this cat right here.
Wait. You just said that there are no joints in Milwaukee that you can go to with hard bottoms and a suit on. You just said that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Whereas-
How can it be equal then?
Whereas you'll get dressed every Saturday like cats would get
How can
dressed.
it be equal if they're not there?
Because if they get dressed, say
How-
like it's a show.
Man, listen.
Even if cats get dressed for a show
Okay.
at Mr. James
Okay.
or go to Mr. James, stuff still happen.
What are they wearing?
Fights still happen.
What are they wearing?
They could be in suits and hard bottoms. Fights
So
still
they
happen.
wear suits and hard bottoms to Mr. James now.
Fights for shows,
Okay.
If
so
you
they
go
do
for a
wear,
show.
they do wear suits and hard bottoms.
depending
Okay,
on if
cool.
that's your dress style.
The last couple guys that had problems up at Mr. James,
Yeah.
did they have on suits and hard bottoms or did they have on other stuff?
I
We
don't
got
know.
to see them now. We did get to see
I don't
them.
know. I didn't see it.
I seen them. They didn't have on suits and hard
I
bottoms.
didn't see it.
They didn't have on. You know, some stuff happened up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Those people did not have on suits and hard bottoms.
I didn't see it.
And the last time I was in Mr. James, they had on white t-shirts.
But
People did. I'm not saying
I didn't see
they
it.
like everybody did.
I can
People up
answer
there
for
had on white
me.
t-shirts.
Whatever I have on and I go to a bar, it ain't no problems. I don't have no problems in the clubs.
See, you talking
I don't
about
have no problems in
you
the
talking
clubs.
about the problem that
But I
occurred.
can't control somebody's mentality. Now you can go outside with a suit on, or you go outside with shorts and flip flops. If that's on your mind, that you on bullshit, you gonna be on bullshit regardless of what you wear.
So then why not let them in with a white t-shirt?
You gotta be some kind of dress code, man.
Okay, so what for?
I'm not finna just.
Well, if they gonna have on shorts and flip flops, and they gonna be on bullshit, then or with
So
whatever
you saying
else.
not have a dress code at all?
I'm asking you because you said it.
No,
Not me.
I'm
I'm
asking.
I'm asking you. I said dress code. You said you gotta have on Timbs. I said that the problem is the person with the Timbs. You be the problem because you setting the example. If we got a dress code and you like, man, you spend this money and stuff, you can come in with the Timbs. We letting you in. That's the problem.
Everybody ain't the same though.
Okay, so let's get to the point. Why can't they come in your club with a white t-shirt?
For one, it depends on the rules.
Okay, so
Hold on. Okay,
why do you
okay.
break the rules?
Okay, let me tell you a
You
prime
a
example.
rule breaker.
Okay, no, I may be.
No, you are. You said you go into the
I
club
may
with
be.
the dress code.
But I don't cause problems though.
And you cause
Okay,
the
let
problem
me
by
okay.
you
let
gotta
me tell
look
you.
at- you
Let
gotta
me
look
tell you
at
a
the
prime
problem.
example. Tell you a
Go
prime
for it.
example. We had the White House.
Okay.
It was in the thing that everybody had to have certain stuff on.
Like what?
We couldn't let nobody in with they was It was far to see the argument. You know, because we was having problems anyways. You know,
What kind of problem was y'all having?
shit, man. We was having problems as far as parking go. We was having problems as far as just shit like that.
Okay.
Parking, crowd. You know,
Y'all had the wrong crowd come.
I wouldn't say the wrong crowd.
Why was the problem with the
Yes.
parking?
As far as parking,
Yeah.
It wasn't no parking lot. So people park on the street, police give them tickets. You know, they didn't want us there. You know, they didn't want us on the south side.
Okay.
You know, so that's what that was. They didn't want us there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they didn't want us there.
Okay. That's peace. I get it. But just gotta remember, man, that all problems are not what occur. Sometimes it's the example that's being set. Like if a lot of times in the household, if a boy see his daddy beating his mama, the chances of him growing up to beat the woman that he with are higher.
Oh yeah.
Right? So the example that's being set. So if you come in with that means the daddy was the problem, yeah?
Yeah, the daddy problem.
Exactly, that's you. You the daddy with the Tim's on.
No, but nah. If I go to the club,
See, you keep on saying no, man,
but
after you
see,
say yeah.
but that's different. If I go to
How
the
is
club,
that different?
so you say you ain't never went to the club with Tim's on?
Yeah, I went to the club with Tim's on.
I was with you when you went to the club with Tim's on.
And we was the problem.
We was the problem.
Because motherfuckers might have seen it and be like, man, I want to wear some of those. I had people asking me what was those Tim's.
Okay.
And he got on some slick shoes and I'm like, damn, this is real.
Okay, so
I know it. I was the, yeah.
So
we was
somebody
the
asked
problem.
you what was those, and you had on some Tim's, and he was looking up to you.
And what would he do after that?
I don't know what he would do.
He probably would go get some Tim's, right?
Probably.
And come back with that on, right? And then
How would I know he'd go back to that same place?
he might.
He might go get some Tim's and go somewhere else.
He didn't know what Tim's was before, but I gave him the example of him, right?
So you gave him some knowledge.
No, that ain't
You
knowledge.
put him up on it.
That's the problem.
You put him up
Because-
on something.
So look, okay, let's say this then, right? I've been in clubs. The chances of me, well, when I was in clubs, the majority of the times that I seen somebody get fight in a fight,
Yeah.
and when a cat starts stomping somebody out, it wasn't at hard bottoms.
I didn't see it happen.
Okay, you probably have.
I just seen.
That's why I said me.
I didn't see it happen.
Okay, that's why I said me though.
Yeah.
That's what it wasn't in hard bombs. It was usually in some cold Hans. It was usually in some Clarks, the Easy Walkers, or the what things called Easy Walkers? Clarks and
Killer Coles.
what's the Easy Walkers called? Damn, everybody used to wear them.
The Hustlers.
Huh? Hustlers. The Hustlers, right? All the rubber bottom joints, right?
Yeah.
See people get beat down, they get stomped, and they get go to Tim's, all of that stuff. The guy in the hard bottoms really don't want to mess up the Gators. You
No,
know,
I
not all the
didn't
time.
see it, dude.
Yeah, how many times have you seen it?
I didn't see it.
How many times have you seen it? Don't let this change from the last answer because it's on video.
I didn't see it. I done
Once?
seen it a couple times, man. You done seen it.
I
You done
haven't.
seen it.
I haven't.
You done seen it a
I
couple
have
times,
not.
man.
I have not.
You done seen some of your pimp buddies.
I have
And
not.
you done seen some of your pimp buddies. You know what I'm saying? You done seen it, hey? Some of your pimp buddies, man, it don't matter. They not gonna change their shoes to go to get into somebody. If it's some static right there, they gonna handle that static.
They may. I just haven't seen it.
So you said everywhere you go, when you go out, you wear hard bottoms. You said if you go to a bar, you wear hard bottoms.
Yeah.
So if you go play cornhole at a bar, you wear hard bottoms.
See, sports bars.
No, bar's a bar.
No, it's not.
If
You
you
brought
know
up
a
sports
bar is a bar.
No,
you don't
'cause-
say sports bar. You don't
do
say
sports
sports.
bar. You said sports bar.
Well,
I
I'm
was talking
saying
about clubs.
it say a bar is a bar.
No.
You said it's on camera.
It
You
is.
said when you go in a bar, you wear hard bottoms.
I said not in the sports bar.
Stop it.
Because you asked about cornhole.
A bar is
You
a
asked
bar.
about cornhole.
A
And-
bar.
and literally-
That one- well,
Nah, hell.
Okay,
What
we
it
gonna
say?
Take right now, but we gonna move
what
back.
it say?
It's on tape.
You said when you go out,
To what?
You said
the
when
club.
you go out.
To the club. Because remember when we said that, me, you, and Hank at a club.
You said you go out.
To
a
a club.
club or bar is all the same. Liquor is being sold.
The sports bars, no.
Liquor, do they have liquor?
Sports.
Do they have liquor?
So here, let me
Yes
say
or no?
this. They do have liquor.
Okay, well then it's the same thing.
No.
It's
Let me
same
tell
thing.
you why. Because in a sports
Can
bar,
a 16-year-old go in a club?
did you used to go to
Can a
juniors?
16-year-old go to a club?
Yes.
Where? What club?
Any.
A 16-year-old.
Any. Because you said,
You want to make a bet?
how much?
Want to bet that?
Don't bet, Dave.
A
How
16-year-old.
much?
Don't bet.
Can a 16-year-old
They
go
don't
in a
bet.
club
$1,
instead
man.
of
How much you
Wisconsin?
want to bet?
They can do
$1?
it. They can do it.
$1?
And they can drink.
16?
And they can drink.
Anything. 13.
Don't do it.
Since when?
Ever.
Since forever. Don't do it. I
But
found
here-
it out too, man. When I went to culinary arts, we had to learn that.
Yeah. Here's the cold
But
part, though. Let me just
you
tell you this.
said-
You ever go to juniors?
Yes.
Okay, when juniors was open, right? You went to juniors.
Yes.
Was junior a sports bar?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been going to bars and clubs
Did you-
since I was
did you-
14.
Did you wear sports apparel?
It all depends. It all depends on what day or whatever.
Would you go into a sports
What
bar?
I'm wearing,
Would
what
you
I
go-
was wearing,
Would you go into a sports bar?
I said I wear Tim's.
You a Cowboy
You
fan,
said-
right? You a Cowboy fan, right?
Listen,
Hold on.
you
That's why he
said,
mad. That's why he mad now.
Yeah, you a Cowboy fan, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So on Sunday, when the Cowboys played 5 weeks ago,
yes,
right? You go to a sports bar,
yes,
you could wear cowboy gear, right?
yes.
That gear, would you wear that cowboy gear into Mr. J's
No,
on a Saturday for partying?
no.
Okay, so this is the distinction that we was making. A sports bar is not the same as a club.
It's the sign.
Okay, so why would you wear the cowboy gear in there, but not into Mr. J's on Saturday?
That's just my thing.
They wouldn't even let you in that motherfucker with that type of shit on.
Yeah, they would.
Why?
Cause it's me.
See, you the problem.
Cause
See,
it's
you
me.
the problem. The guy who sits above everything is the problem.
It ain't that, cause shit, everybody love me.
Yeah, okay, they
You
can
know what
love
I'm
you.
saying? Everybody love me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that guy.
Is that what you gonna say? Make
What?
sure that's what you gonna say real quick.
Oh, man, I mean for real.
Because
I mean,
everybody love you.
man,
Who's everybody?
They respect me, man.
Everybody?
You know,
or a lot of people?
a lot of people.
Okay, cool. So that's good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. We're gonna still...
Cause I treat people fair.
Let me know that
You
you're
know,
gonna stick with that.
I treat people the same way.
Let me know
they
that you're gonna
treat
stick
me.
with that. Just say yes or no. Are you gonna stick with that? Because I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw something else out there.
Okay.
Yeah?
But hold on
No,
before you
no,
go there.
I'm just-
Hold on before
I-
you go
I
there.
wanna stick
Can
with
we
your-
go?
I
can
wanna
we-
stick with
can
your
we-
point.
Hold on before you go there.
Nah, nah.
Cause
I wanna stick with your
you
point.
just did a figure eight and got off the cornhole subject. You said you wear hard bottles playing going to the
Sometimes
bar.
I actually do.
You wear hard bottles.
Yeah, because I got boots, right? I got boots that's...
hard bottles and boots ain't the same.
Yeah, because those boots can go into the club.
No.
Not these kind, not winter boots. I'm talking about,
I understand what you're saying.
you know, cowboy boots.
Okay.
I wear those. They hard bottoms.
Play hard to play
I
cornhole.
play cornhole in them. That's my word is bond. Sometimes I go to the motherfucker with the hard bottoms on, with the cowboy boots. That's real talk, though. No,
I hear you.
that's my word is bond. I play in cornhole in them, man. Yep. But hey, let me ask you this though. You just said because a lot of people love you,
Yeah.
right? Can Donald Trump make that same argument? Why he get to do what he do?
Oh, I ain't Donald Trump.
I ain't asked you that. I
I
said-
can't ask for Donald Trump.
Okay, cool.
Donald
you know
Trump do a
people
lot
like
of
him,
shit.
right?
Donald Trump do a lot of shit that only he can answer. You know.
You see a lot of the shit that he get away with,
Just
right?
like, yeah,
Okay.
money will let you. You know, Donald Trump got stupid
I
money.
see where you're going with this.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just wondering.
I see where you're going with
We ain't gotta get to the conclusion.
I know where you're going with it.
I'm done. Because if Donald Trump, a lot of people like Donald Trump. Donald Trump get away with a lot of stuff. Donald Trump influences a lot of that bullshit that go on, yes?
Donald Trump bought the White House.
Okay, so he did. But did he influence a lot of those people that came out with that dumb shit?
Yeah,
Okay.
he influenced him.
Because he's the example.
He
Who's the
influenced him.
problem?
Man, I'm not telling nobody to go march to the Capitol.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You
I'm
say
not
he
telling
influenced them.
because I can
You say he
get
influenced them, right?
because I can get in a club without having to wait in line. I'm not telling nobody to shoot the same club up.
No, we ain't talking about not having to get in the line, man. Don't forget
That's
that
how-
you ain't
that's-
barefoot.
That's what it
No, you
is.
ain't barefoot.
Because I got on Tim.
That's the problem.
The Timberlands the problems.
The Timberlands the problem in the club, in the nightclub.
Why is it the problems in that club?
Why is it the problem in the nightclub? Because we was talking about rules and regulations and what different people will do when dressed in a certain manner. You would act accordingly. The chances of you trying to mess up a suit are less than you trying to mess up a t-shirt. The chances of you wanting to scuff some $700 shoes or $1,400 shoes or even $2,100 shoes, right? The chances of you wanting to mess those up, right, are way less than you wanting to mess up some $300 shoes.
And you got a point. But what I'm saying though,
how can you say? I got a point, but
because
but
I didn't see it happen. I didn't see
okay,
people.
You said twice.
You know, I didn't see people.
You said twice.
You know, mess up caters, mess up whatever they had on,
okay.
Mess up suits because something happened.
Remember, I said not all.
Not all.
But the majority.
Just like some people can go to a club or a bar with Tim's on, and the problem won't happen.
Let me ask you this. This is the last question I'm asking about this one, right? Do you look at people for the way they present themselves differently? Do you look at them differently for the way they present themselves? From dress code to the way they wear their hair to the way they talk. We're talking about black people. Do you look at them like that anyway?
The way they dress?
From dress code to the way they wear their hair to the way they talk.
What you mean, just out and about anyway?
Anywhere you want to be at.
I don't look at nobody different. I don't judge nobody.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well, I perceive them differently, man, because they walking with their pants all sagging. I don't think they up to no good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's peace. That's the dress. Right?
No parts of pants sagging, they should put their pants up. But if somebody got on
Why?
But if somebody got on some bad shoes or something like that, I don't judge them because of that.
But you judging them on their pants. Their pants coming up.
I don't want to see your drawers.
Okay, so you judging them though. This is what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
If that's judging them, then yeah, I'm judging.
Okay. So
anything
else? The way they talk?
Nah.
Maybe they just their dialect. I don't do that.
No, I don't judge the way you talk.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even judge the way your hair or
don't judge the hair.
Skin, none.
The hair, the skin differently.
No, I don't judge on the hair because that may be their style. You know, some like dreads, some like locks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some like to have their hair low, bald.
Yeah,
some just don't comb it.
So we just talking about strictly the hair. We on the pants hanging down.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's all out. Yeah, it's all out.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So on that note, if you had a club, not a sports bar, a club, nightclub, right? Will you let somebody walk in with their pants hanging down?
No.
Okay.
No. Wait.
Why not?
It's just not presentable, man.
Why not?
I want you to look a little classy when you come to mine. So I'm gonna have a different kind of club. My club is gonna be leveled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you want to make yourself look better when you come to a club. You out. This is your chance to shine. You know.
I didn't even let cats stand on my lot at the shop with their pants sagging down.
Okay.
I asked them to pull their pants up, or they could leave. Cause I had women on the lot. I had older people on the lot. To me, it was disrespectful.
Why?
For one, it's just disrespectful to me.
Why?
Then to have, if I got a older couple sitting in the car and you got your drawers showing.
What if they had on basketball shorts under their pants?
It's the same.
Would it be the same if they just walked up to your lot with basketball shorts on?
Basketball shorts on? Then that's different.
What's
They
different?
sagging.
What's the difference though? If they showing basketball shorts under their pants, or if they just walked up with basketball shorts on, what's the difference? What's the disrespectful difference? Because you said you look at disrespect.
It's a difference because they just take the shorts off and take the pants off and wear the shorts. Well, I'm sagging off your butt.
What they want you to see, the pants and the shorts.
I don't want to see that.
What don't you want to see?
I don't need to see it.
See what?
If you want to do that,
You don't want to see what?
I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to see it.
But if they got on shorts, you see the same thing. So what don't you want to see?
I don't want to see your pants sagging.
Why? You perceive
I
them
just
different.
don't. That's just my opinion.
But you perceive them different. Do you look at the person different? Do you think that
I don't
person?
look at the person. I don't judge the person. I just don't like the look.
Okay, so they're not gonna do anything.
As far as I know, no.
Okay, so then why would you not want to do it? What about you?
Yeah, I can see them way totally different. It's like,
Why?
why?
Yeah.
Because I think they up to no good, man. First of all, why would you want to come outside with your clothes down? You can buy a belt. Just pull it on up, keep it intact.
What if they got the shorts on?
I definitely don't want to see what you going short and with. Let's say you go to a restaurant and you over at the restaurant, you over there eating. You out for all kind of occasions. So people don't know why you out anyway to eat at a restaurant. And that server comes to serve you and their pants are hanging down. When they go back to the corner to get your food, does that look healthy and clean to you, or what does it look like to you? Because to me, that one look healthy or clean.
Is this a man or a woman?
A man or a woman. Man or a woman. Man or a woman. I especially don't want to see a female like that. That ain't the kind of restaurant I'm in for. If I'm into that other restaurant that they come in to dress like that, I'm going for that. If I'm going for an upscale, because I'm out.
Oh, upscale.
No. This any kind of restaurant you want to go in for that particular restaurant. Like if I'm going to that restaurant, because people don't know why you're going out for restaurants. One thing I hate about that, man, because let's say you go to a restaurant because you're coming from someone passed, and people ask you a great day and all that. You never know what they have. You know what kind of day this is for. So when I was taught and trained like this, I would ask you how's yours? How are you? Not how's everything. How would I know? You know what I mean? How's everything? How's everything to you, Dad? How's everything? When someone asks you that, how's everything? What you say?
It's all right. It's good.
See, I don't know how everything is.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. So that's how you do.
Yeah.
How's yours? Or whatever, something like that. I'm talking, communicating to you. I'm not computing with everybody else because I don't want to know.
Yeah.
See, that's showing me right here. That's showing me that I'm concerned about you. The person,
Right.
the individual.
Right.
But I don't want to go see no restaurant and this person is dressed, man or woman, dressed half. Unless I'm going to that restaurant.
I
with
never seen that in a restaurant though. I haven't.
If you did see it.
I haven't.
Well,
Oh, you said if I did?
yeah. What would you think?
That's toughy, man. Because like I would like to see a woman's dongs.
Huh?
I would like to see a woman's
Now
dongs.
you out in the
So you
restaurant.
said if you at a restaurant, the woman side you, you see her thumb. This ain't no Hooters or nothing. You at a nice restaurant and your server walk up to you sagging.
That's the
No,
difference.
no. You're at a restaurant.
Nice restaurant.
Let's say you're at a restaurant.
I'm thinking about they'll have a dress code,
now.
uniform.
Now just
I
say
mean, like a certain way.
Yeah.
you're at a restaurant. You're at a nice restaurant.
Mhm.
You said you like to see the woman thumb. You taking the Miss Destiny with you.
Mhm.
She gonna see that too.
Yeah.
You want her to see that? No, because you want to see it.
Yeah,
She's
I
gonna
wanna
see it
see
too. She's gonna see it too. Would that be acceptable?
It would be acceptable to me.
No. Would you want?
But you got your daughter with
I said you already said you would like.
Yeah.
You already want to see. But you think
You
that's
got
okay?
your daughter with you.
How old is she?
Miss Des?
Yeah.
You pick the age. You pick the age. I just said, would you want Miss Des to see? Because that wouldn't look.
I wouldn't. So if I'm like, okay, so we dealing with two different restaurants.
You dealing with
What if
every
you're
restaurant.
Applebee's somewhere like that?
No, don't put that. That's not a restaurant to me.
I mean,
That's not a restaurant.
I mean, compare Applebee's
To whatever. I can put
to
it
something else. You know,
to what?
that's why I said
You
like
said that's kind of lower level.
different. Yeah, lower level
That's
restaurants.
not a restaurant.
Okay, so we
I
going
can't
to the
do
lower
that. I can't
level.
do Applebee's. You couldn't give me enough free from Applebee's. Somebody here you go, man. Take this.
I'm just saying a lower level.
So if we lower level, I would at the age that she is now,
Okay.
I would probably be like, it doesn't matter to me, right? Because if she was 5, right? Yeah, I don't want her to see that. But if she's 19, right? It's a conversation piece.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Chance to educate.
Yes. Always. It's always like that. So at that point, it's a conversation that me and her can have about what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah.
but that don't mean it look good.
Man, my waiter or waitress came to my table like that, I'm getting up leaving.
It depends.
I'm getting up leaving. Because you gotta pull some point in time, and then while I'm there, you gotta do like this and pull your pants up. And you handling my food?
A few years ago, and I'm gonna move on after this one, right? But a few years ago, I was at Walmart on the East Capitol, right? And a woman was in there working with a white wife beater. She was in there working. It was hot. It was the summer. It's just about 5 years ago, right? She working with a white wife beater on. It's hot outside, the whole nine. She ain't got no brown. Look, this shit looked great to me. I thought that shit. I want that to be the dress code. And the manager or somebody in that kind of role walked past and seen her and was like, "You work here, don't you?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Why you dressed like that?" She said, "Well, what do you mean? It's hot." She was like, "You need to go put on a shirt." She was like, "I ain't bring no shirt with me." She was like, "You in the store. Go get a shirt. Go buy a shirt to wear or go home." And I'm sitting there like, "No, don't do that. Let this lady do what she gotta do, like how she doing it. Because it was looking good. I'm just keeping it real." So I would love to see that. I would love to see that out there. You know what I'm saying? Do I think anything should happen because of that? No. You know what I'm saying? I believe in equal opportunity. If I could walk around in a wife beater, she can walk around in one too. You dig what I'm saying? So certain things I'm gonna look at in that manner. You dig what I mean? It's the way it's gonna be. But anyway, let me ask y'all this question, right? This is the question of the week, right? Each individually, or y'all can accommodate on it however y'all want. It's a two-part question. First, I'm gonna ask y'all, and if you don't know, it's on the board. The definition of hope, right? Because I think we need this today in Black history. What's the definition of hope? And then part two is hope real? Right? So I'll say the definition of it. Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire. The feeling of hope, the feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen. Number two, it's a feeling of trust, and that's a noun. As a verb, it's a want something to happen or be the case. And number two, intend if possible to do something.
What was that last part?
Intend if possible to do something.
So the question is,
What do y'all look at hope as? What's the definition, y'all personal definition of hope, right? And part two is hope real?
well, a lot of people say, man, like, I hope I win the lottery. so that's my expectation of winning the lottery. I hope I win this job. I hope I live tomorrow. You know, you want to be around to see some things that probably untouchable, unreachable, a goal. But you set those goals, but you got to make sure that you can reach them. So I hope, man, we all see each other tomorrow. You know, later on today, as soon as I leave out of here. See you later on tonight on the show.
So do that make it real?
Yes.
How?
Because I feel I can see you later on. You know what I mean? I'm going to see you later on. I can feel it. I think a feel and touch and all of that with the senses is part of it. Huh?
You can touch it.
Yeah.
You could touch hope?
I mean,
Well,
you can touch hope if you.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't touch it.
I still feel that it's real, though. I feel that it's real.
I feel that it's real.
How?
I feel that it's real, man, from stuff I've been through
Hope?
medically.
Hope?
Yeah.
Okay, what you been through medically? If you, I mean, you don't got to say what you've been through medically. I'm saying, like, how does that, how does that make it real is what I'm saying.
Man, I hope that, you know, I got through my intubation. You know, when I was intubated for 3 months. You know, I hope to pray that, you know, I got through it.
Okay.
When I was on life support.
Okay.
I hoped and prayed that, I was able to see another day. All that.
Yeah.
It's to me it's real.
Okay.
To me it's real as we talking right now. Because without hope and prayer, man, I don't think I would have hope, prayer, family, family pulling for me, y'all pulling for me, I would have been in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's real to me.
What about doctors?
Huh?
What about the doctors? Would you have accepted our hope without seeing the doctor?
I would accept
medically like that.
Medically?
Yeah. Would you have accepted our hopes and prayers without seeing a doctor?
Without going to the doctor?
Without seeing the doctor. You said you was in the hospital.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice but to see the doctor because it just happened.
Right.
I went for a checkup. My wife took me to the emergency room, and I woke up a week later, intubated.
Right.
So I didn't have a choice, to see the doctor or not. They seen me, but my hopes and prayers pulled me through it.
Or did the doctors pull you through it?
They had a part.
They had a part.
But the doctor said, why I say the doctors had a part? Because
Go ahead.
I had to fight too. I had to fight too, and I know I wasn't fighting alone. Huh?
How did you fight?
I had to do everything.
What did you do? You woke up a week later. What did you do?
I was intubated for 3 months. Just my mindset and
What did that do with it, though?
Huh?
What did that have to do with it if you couldn't do anything?
Just wanting to make it.
The want.
Wanting to
That's
make
the hope.
it.
That's that hope.
The hope that I make it.
It's that hope.
So
Yeah.
is that real though?
Yes.
Would it have been real at home?
Huh?
Would it have been real at home is what I'm saying.
At home?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd been real at home. I still would have wanted to make it. Yeah, I want to go,
But you would have had to involve the doctor?
just that drive.
For me, for the situation I went through,
Yeah.
if those don't know what I went through,
Yeah.
I went in like they said he went in for something. I went in because of a pain. I went into the emergency. They discovered that one of my kidneys was cancerous.
Yeah.
So that I had to go through some different things that I went through. And they had to remove the gallbladder, which my man spoke up on last week. And I'm glad he did that. Because he was acting like he was speaking to me.
Cosmo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmo.
God.
He acted like he was speaking to me. And he ain't never seen me in the day in his life. I ain't never seen him to that show. But he seemed like he was speaking directly to me about some things.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'd like to say something about that too. He said something about the pump. And he said that a lot of people think it was the heart. And I'm like waiting on the answer because the answer that he said is the answer that I felt. When he said it was the lungs, they found out that things about my minds too, man. And once you go through all of that, you gotta go through other steps that I went through. And so it's my lungs too that help me pump. But it's my lungs, I grew up with these lungs, you know what I mean? So you can't get a separate set. So this was mine. So I discovered mine is not, they won't work for you. They would only be for me. So I had to figure out that the pulmonologist, I'm probably saying it wrong, but that guy had to, I'm still seeing him to this day, that we had to go through that guy, kidney neurologist. I went through a lot of stuff.
Just like I stopped him, I'm gonna ask you.
Yes,
same
sir.
Thing. Will you stay at home and hope to get your lungs better and not see the doctor?
Oh, no, sir. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have done that like that.
So is hope real? That's what I'm saying.
Well, for me, in my mindset, I'm just going to say yes. But I know it's differently. But it's some things that's untouchable to get that. But I'm just going to say
it's real, man. I had my gallbladder removed. My gallbladder was infected with gangrene when they removed it. They cut me from here to here. Then my kidney failed. So I was on dialysis for a year. My kidneys came back in, thank God my kidneys came back in.
You have 2 kidneys, right?
Yeah.
You only have 1.
So I'm off dialysis now, but you know, leg got damaged from a surgery. You know, drop foot, total nerve damage in my leg. Yeah, hope is real, man.
Let me ask you this. I know we're on the hope thing like that. What do you think all of that came from? Because this is what I said with the Cosmo Sage guy. That guy was like he was speaking to me directly. I don't know if you've seen it, but what do you think that came from? Like your
My doctor screwed my surgery up.
with the gallbladder? Started with the gallbladder? He screwed that up?
I went in for a mainstream surgery. And the doctor destroyed all the nerves in my leg. I came out of the surgery with drop foot, total nerve damage, blood clots throughout my body, an infection that liquefied 30 to 35% of my muscle and tissue in my leg. Had to learn how to walk all over again. So when they opened me up, I'll show you the picture. They opened me up 3 to 4 times from knee to ankle and put 2,000 maggots in to clean my leg out. With that infection went throughout my body. It infected my gallbladder. My gallbladder got infected with gangrene. And when my leg got to swelling, they thought it was fluid. So they put me on a water pill. The water pill damaged my kidneys. So they had to put me on dialysis to give my kidneys a break. My kidneys.
What stage was you at that? You remember? The kidney.
I had, I think, stage. I don't know.
They
I
haven't
don't know if it was
dialysis,
stage 4 renal failure,
Okay.
but I was on dialysis for a year, and my creatinine level started dropping. You know, I educated myself on dialysis because they don't tell you about the machine. They don't tell you how to get off. They don't tell you none of that. They want that money. You know, so I started educating
They don't
myself.
want you off of that. They don't want you off that.
No, and I asked them, how do I get off of this? And they told me, thank God my kidneys came back in. Got off of that. In the same process, I had sleep apnea, and my CO2 levels one time rose to 92, second time rose to 98. And that's when I went to the hospital. Life support for a week, intubated for 3 months, and I had to get the trach. I had the trach for about a year, year and a half. They removed the trach, but now I still got the hole. They got to close that up. But yeah, hope is real, man. Hope, prayer, all that's real. You know, my mindset was, I'm not gonna quit. I can't quit. You know, I gotta, you know, if they would tell me do A and B, I did A, B, C, D, and E. You know, it just, you know, as long as I can get up, put my feet on the ground, you know, I'm gonna push through whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. I ain't go, you know, sit around and cry about it, but
See,
I could have did it without my doctors.
Born, I guess I don't know if we saying or have an opinion that hope is the same as fate or someone's fate or their beliefs. I guess that's what I'm saying what hope is for me though.
Yeah.
Faith, belief.
Yeah, I think
Faith, belief, hope, them all the same word.
I'm thinking it's that for me.
Because
I agree with you
all
there.
of them, all faith, hope, and belief are words that can't be proven.
Yeah, it can't be proved.
These are concepts that you cannot prove to be anything other than an idea.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, the time I cut my foot, I had a second surgery. I was laying in a freighter. You know, the freighters that got the children, babies up, and when people are passing, the people are living and dying in the same building. So I'm in one section of this place, getting lined up. We're lined up, rows to go in for surgery. This one guy said he don't want to do a DNI. I'm like, DNI? I'm thinking, you know, the DNI.
Yeah.
But he was talking about do not, you know.
Resuscitate.
So I'm like, that's what. So I figured that one out. He don't want to come back. He don't play with me like that. So man, I'm getting back to this back room, and they said, well, just count. It's all white and it's cold.
Yeah.
Only thing I can
Cold
remember.
as hell going in there.
Only thing I can remember is they said everything went okay. Well, how would I know? So I had to take their word and whatever thing that he or she knew what they was doing, and everybody around them to do, because there's nothing else I could have done in that room.
By the time
Only thing I could have done in the room is being there.
I got to 7, and I woke up in recovery.
I don't remember getting the 1.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I was asking you that about the gallbladder, I was wondering, does it all have to do with this food stuff?
No, mine's
Because there's nothing we can eat, man. That's safe.
It's nothing. It's nothing. Mine's almost attached to my liver.
Well, that's what the gallbladder
Yeah,
is.
that gangrene almost did me in, and I didn't know it. Cause when I went in, when I had my trach, they sent me to a place called Post Acute for recovery to help me talk with my trach. And man, my stomach was killing me, man. I mean, killing me. I was balled up. I mean, I couldn't straighten up, like to be like this. I couldn't do it. I was always in just pain. When they finally sent me out, the doctor, I was his last patient before he retired, sent me to St. Mary's. And I had to wait two to 3 more days until he did the surgery because my levels were so high. And he said, you can't get the regular gallbladder cut. Man, they cut me from here to here and removed it out. But, if I wouldn't have got it done, I'd have been up a creek. My spleen bled, and my spleen bled. They took over 750 cc's of blood off my stomach, put a needle in my stomach, and just pulled the blood out.
I'm gonna drop something on you fellas real quick, right? Since it's been Black History, what do you call it? African American Black History Month, week, decade, hour, minute. The first chef, everyone, was a black man. I can't remember his name. I think his name was James Hemmings or something like that. He brought back what we know as macaroni and cheese, ice cream, bread. He brought all that stuff back. He was Thomas and Jefferson's personal chef. He was the first official really chef in America. A lot of the white people think that they brought on macaroni and cheese and stuff like that, ice cream. This guy brought all that back. The pastries, he brought all that back. Huh?
Where you bring it back from?
Where do you go to? I think they went to Paris or Italy, one of those places like over there. Because that's where Thomas Jefferson went. And which he was, his sister is Sally Jefferson, or Hemmings or whatever you want to call it, but they was people of what's the guy's name? Thomas Jefferson's father-in-law. Can't think of this guy's name. Man,
It was a black guy?
no,
I mean they created macaroni.
it's a black guy. That's who got all this stuff over the food. White people didn't know what they didn't cook. They just ate meat and stuff, which no one really supposed to be eating no meat. No kind of meat, man. We're not supposed to be eating no meat and whatever, like drinking no milk, like you said last night, eating the eggs. Not supposed to be eating rice.
Oh, for real?
Starch? They put all
Yeah, I
that in
know. I know for the starch.
Potatoes? Look at there's a worm in a potato. You got a corn. Don't even know where that came from. You got the other stuff. Watermelon. I don't eat that.
So what are you supposed to eat?
Figure it out, let me know. Then I'll start eating that. 'Cause when I first started culinary arts program, I ate zero, y'all. I mean, absolutely nothing. You see me down at the classes down there. I ate nothing, man. Everything I found out was bad, it was everything. I found out about ketchup. Man, I ain't know when I'm touching this stuff again.
Man, we put a hot dog in the sun one time, and I was like, yeah, dog, I don't eat no hot dogs no more.
What it do?
It just bubbled up wrong.
Do y'all eat hot dogs today?
Huh?
Do y'all eat hot dogs now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I
don't?
do.
You
I
do?
do. Yeah. I
A
do.
regular hot dog? What kind of
I ain't had a hot dog in years.
I had a turkey and I had a beef. And I'm not even supposed to touch beef at all.
Okay.
Oh, you ain't supposed to eat beef?
Man, I told you, man, I'm so messed up now. You know, I'm not supposed to do any of this. Remember, I only got one kidney.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Russian roulette with all
I
this
know
stuff, man.
when you're on dialysis, you can't have nothing green. You can't eat nothing green. You can't.
You out. You can't eat. There's nothing you can eat then.
Yeah. Yeah, with your
You
kidneys.
can't eat
You can't eat nothing.
the skin of the chicken. You can't eat any
No,
of it.
you can't eat
do that
nothing.
at
You
all.
can't eat no green, no cauliflower. You can't.
Well, that's all the same stuff. Cauliflower and the other stuff. They're all the same vegetable.
Man,
They all the same. What you call it?
You said what? Cauliflower and what else?
nothing green. No.
No
Lettuce,
leafy vegetables. No spinach. None of that.
Wait,
Spit-
who, you can't eat no green or you?
No,
Yeah.
when I was on dialysis,
You can't eat no green?
you can't eat nothing green.
You can't really eat anything.
You know, man, that dialysis shit, man.
It's
When
cleaning out the
when
blood.
I got off of
The
that,
green clean out the blood, right?
No. He can't have it because it's gonna be It's gonna. What is it? It starts with the P that's in it, and it's also doing the same job that.
Plasma?
Nah, it's not. I don't know the whole name. I can't think of the name, but it's doing the same thing that phosphate. The guy was speaking. Cosmo was speaking on it.
Yeah.
He was speaking on the last show.
I've
I
never
said.
heard that before, man.
Yeah, they
when
can't-
you on
they can't do it.
dialysis, you can't eat nothing green.
I met a guy yesterday that was cut his hair.
If you had a
He told
stroke,
me
you
he
can't
was
eat
on-
some of those things.
Huh?
If you had a stroke, you can't eat those.
Oh, I believe it. I didn't know that. I never heard that.
Yeah, man. When I got off of dialysis, when I was on dialysis, I went. You go 3 days a week. Man, I kid you not, man. When you go on a
You're tired.
Tuesday,
You're tired.
you go sleep through Wednesday.
Yep. And you're
Then
tired.
you gotta go Thursday.
Yep.
When you go Thursday, come on Thursday, you go sleep through Friday.
You've been drained.
It's pulling your blood out
We-
and putting it back in.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Filtering
saying?
it out.
It's a $1 billion business.
Because the kidney ain't
That's why they
filtering it
opening
out.
up everywhere. That's why they opening up everywhere. And if you know, I was one of the first dialysis patients that they took with a tray.
You eat salad? You eat lettuce stick?
Lettuce?
Yeah, you eat salad or anything like that?
I do eat salad. I eat salad with spinach and kale.
Do you, when you buy it from the store, it's in the cooler part? When you get home, you put it in the cooler part, like fridge and stuff like that? Or you leave it out?
What? The salad?
Yeah. Any of those green leafy things.
I usually what I don't eat because I eat salad right away. Salad isn't something that I let sit around. Like I don't really. If I bought something from
You
the
got it
store
for that day.
and put it in the fridge, if it's there for till two, I'm not really gonna want it. So I don't do that. I usually get it for now. Most of the time. I get
See,
it for
that's what I
right
don't
away.
understand with people. Well, I used to do it. Man.
Save salad?
No. I used to go home and put those items in the refrigerator
Yeah.
as soon as I got it from the crib. But I have never seen it grow in a cold climate.
Right.
And then you see like oranges and stuff. People put oranges and apples and all that stuff in the refrigerator. But as soon as they get cold in Florida, wherever they grow these produce, they said it's damaged. And the first thing people do, they go put it in the refrigerator.
Right.
Why is it not damaged then?
Right. You see, I was always looking at the produce that you're talking about, the fruits and produce that what they trying to preserve is what they put on it. That's what I was looking at. Like, are they trying to preserve the pesticides in the coal because maybe those things can't live in the heat, right? Because we're talking about room temperature, right? But then, is that real fruit? Cosmos was talking about that on his live the other day about the fruits. Like, I asked the question about the pest because I can't eat the pesticides.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people can.
Nobody should.
Yeah, but a lot
I'm
of people.
sure, right? But like, I can't do it because as soon as the first bite, my mouth gonna swell up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I took an allergy pill, it probably wouldn't, but I don't know that because I never did it. But I shouldn't have to anyway.
That's the answer.
And I think, like, if we just grew like the guy Akemi Aman, he grows a good garden at his house, and he got some apple trees and pear trees, stuff like this. Cherry tree. Oh man, no, not cherry tree. Man, I can't even eat cherries, man.
I can.
But when I went over by his house, I can eat the cherry straight off the tree. I can shine it up on my jacket, eat it right off the tree. You know what I'm saying? But that's because we ain't got no stuff on it. It's nature. You see what I'm saying? Once you get to spraying it, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
my granny used to have a plum tree in her backyard. We would snatch the plums off.
You can eat it right there.
Eat it right there and there.
You know what I'm saying? Might have a little squirrel piss on it. I don't know. but hey, but they, but they you ain't got no the pesticides, man. And I think that's what's tearing everything apart when you talk about the produce and the fruit, because that stuff right there probably can't exist in your house. So it's kind of crazy because if you leave those same fruits out too long, this is why I get away from a lot of stuff. If you leave those same fruits out too long, you'll see bugs.
Those little black bugs.
A whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
Right? Worms and everything.
Fruit flies.
They coming with it. They travel with it.
See, they already there.
They already there.
They're already on the scene. And what's messed up is we eat it.
Look at rice, man. You got
Yeah.
white rice?
They got them bugs in it. That's not yeah. They got some worms and shit.
Man.
Yeah.
So you gotta wash them.
Can
Gotta
you?
wash some of the starch off first.
But then what about the bugs? This is the nonsense. Like, I don't even think it's the starch you washing off. I
It's
think
bugs
it's
on everything, though.
that's what I'm saying.
On everything,
That's
man.
just what I'm saying. So all of that stuff go on. With all of that stuff going on, are we able to continue to eat this nonsense?
No, we're not.
We're not. And see, that's what we are messed up at, right? And I think Cosmo might have been saying that, man. Like, ain't no way I'm supposed to not be eating meat and I got a stomach. You know what I mean? Damn, the drinking water, man. I've been drinking water for about the last 30 days or so. Man, this stuff ain't supposed to be happening, man. Stuff that's happening ain't supposed to be happening. You know what I'm saying? Everything is different now. I go into the store, like looking at the bread, right? Just looking at it. And they freezing the bread up. Bread not fresh anymore. So they freezing it up and they put it on the shelf and they put a date on it, right? You got preservatives in it. At what point? At what point is this good? Because anything you put in the freezer, you gotta start using that right away.
Yeah.
And if it's laying on the shelf for 3 days, man, you go up in Woodman's right now up on Bradley, 124th and Bradley. Go past the bread section. The bread section used to draw people in. Years ago, 25, 30 years ago, you'd be attracted to the bread section because of the smell, the bakery section. But now you go over there, man, that shit smell like hell sitting over there.
Man, that smell of fresh bread, man.
They don't got fresh bread though, that's what I'm saying. You go over there now, you're gonna smell the moldy bread. Only thing is, the bread not gonna be moldy. But you're gonna smell the moldy bread. This is not good for you. Imagine what it's doing to you once you get in your body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Do y'all have an idea what they do with that bread when its date is out?
I'm assuming, well, I can't even say that I'm assuming, but for me, as a wild guess, this is not to be taken as anything valid because I haven't done the research. So wild guess, I would say that they baking with it. They changing it over into another product to bake with.
Why don't they
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs.
Why don't they just get all that? Ask somebody about like McDonald's, man. You got all this food. Instead of throwing it out, why don't they give it to the homeless?
Liability. Like you said with the tire,
Yeah.
you don't want to take that liability on. You can't take that liability.
Okay.
They gonna get sick. Who they gonna come?
Oh.
Yeah.
That liability is
Food
something else.
poison. Hey, let me ask y'all this last question. My battery's going out. But I'm gonna ask y'all this last question. And it stems from what we was talking about over here. First, I'm gonna say this too about hope, right? Black History Month, right? You know, remember Jesse Jackson used to be like, keep hope alive,
Yeah.
right? Has keeping hope alive done anything for black people in America? Has hope done anything for black people in America?
They keep throwing us these nuggets, so no. No, man, but they keep throwing these nuggets out there for us.
No, they giving us breadcrumbs.
They keep throwing these
Yes or
nuggets.
no?
No.
No,
Nah.
nothing. They don't do nothing for
I
black
want to say
people.
another word, but I don't want to use that language right
Yeah, right. Yeah, I feel
now.
you.
No.
The last question is
Do
something
you know who sponsored Jesse when he was doing that? Keep Hope Alive?
I don't because I was younger at the time. I think I was
Trump.
like 12. That was Trump.
Trump back
84,
then.
83,
That was Trump,
84.
man.
That's the time, right? Yeah, I was only 11 and 12. So 83, 84.
That was this guy.
Yeah.
Just
I wouldn't
imagine
remember
that.
who did that, but yeah. Trump. That's what I'm saying,
Think
man.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Trump was a lot of people guy. He was Al Sharpton. That's his
Tyson.
guy. Yeah, Tyson too. There's a bunch of them.
Herschel Walker.
Oh man, stop, man. Herschel.
Well, that's his guy. That was his guy.
That's his guy. Yeah.
Trump was a businessman.
Dr. Ben Carson. You know, when
Trump was a businessman.
Trump was in movies.
Anywhere he could put his hand in your pocket.
Trump was
Made a rap
something
song.
else.
You gonna say something about him?
You know, it was only two things that I liked about Trump. Well, three things about Trump, and that I used to like about him.
The hand.
No, that one was crazy. I was like, how the hell did he do that? You talking about when he said walk up and grab him?
He said, what did he say?
You remember he said he walk up and grab women by the pussy?
Oh yeah.
I thought that was, I had never thought about that. Who does that shit?
Hey man,
Him.
Apparently he do.
Right. I mean, and then he don't get in trouble for it.
No,
he even said he admitted to the rape, to the sexual assault. He admitted to
He
sexual
said
assault.
it. It's him.
he said everybody should do it.
Yeah, it's not even a question. It's him.
Yeah,
You're the one saying this type of shit. I don't know how he get away with it, but
Except
so
people love him.
that's that influence I was talking about. And so, yeah, you see what I'm saying? That's the example and the influence. But then, only thing, I'm gonna say there's three things I liked about Trump. I liked the book, The Art of the Deal. I did like that book. I'm not gonna lie about it. I also liked when The Apprentice first came out. That was a good ass show when it first came out. And then the third thing I liked about Trump was he had the beauty pageants.
Yeah.
He had those.
Miss America.
Miss America. I think he had. I mean, he might have had all of them, but he's the one, and I used to like watching those.
I know he had the Miss America project.
Yeah, that was his, man. So I'm like, you know, I'm down with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He got women on the TV.
Do he got
bathing suits?
Family Feud?
I don't know if he got Family Feud. I always
Cause I
heard.
know he Steve Harvey was doing Trump was Miss America.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
he
yeah.
said, Miss America.
Yeah.
Miss America.
But yeah, that's. I mean, so it's like that. But anyway, so let me ask y'all this before the radio go out. I mean, the thing go off. We said something over here, and I can't remember exactly what it is now. But I'm gonna ask the question about a name, right? The respect in a name, and do y'all think this is Black History Month? Do y'all think that if black people in America, within America, right, the 50 states, we're gonna count DC too. We'll put that as 51 locations, right? We're just gonna use those. Do y'all think if black people in America changed their name, took off the name of white people, things will be different in the future?
Change the last name or whole name?
Everything. Everything. Because your name is not your name. We know this. There was nobody on the continent 2,000, 5,000 years ago named Donald. Right? There was nobody named David. Right? These are all translated. See what I'm saying? Your name. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not.
Would that change things?
Would, for the future, think about it before you answer it, but think about it. Would it change things for the future? Is this Black History Month?
If my name wasn't my name, and I'm in the future, not now, but this name would exist.
Let's go with your grandkids, right?
Okay.
So if they had different names, you gave them different names, would things be different for them in the future?
I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to say, yeah.
You said no, you said yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
I don't think.
Explain it.
See, if their name is different, they can have to get treated a little bit different because they don't know where this guy came from. Because everybody else that come from let's say Habib, he come over here from wherever he come from, but his name is Habib. He's gonna get treated 100% different than Bobby gets treated.
Yeah. Habib gonna get judged out the gate.
Yeah, but
His name is Habib.
Huh? Yeah, but he gonna get treated different because he's Habib. He gonna get like.
Oh, he gonna get all the benefits.
He's gonna get that.
Yeah, he gonna get all the benefits.
Bobby is not gonna get that.
Yeah.
Because he's walking in the door with that name, and they already know that this guy is already here. Habib, they don't know where he is and what he's bringing with him. I feel like this, man. Superman can come over here and get a job at a newspaper.
Now, if we say if the name change, and that includes first government-wise instead of how we treat each other, then yeah, it'll change. But
Government-wise, what do you mean?
like you said, Habib go get grants and whatever he wants to open up whatever 7 years free and don't have to pay it back. And then he just called his cousin to come over here, 5 years, he in there 5 years and called his cousin to come over. He get another 7 years. Now his cousin open it up, he opened up something, and it just keep going. Got people who've been living here all their life, can't even get room and board.
Let me say this like this day. Guy came over here, man. His name is Barack Hussein. He's over here. He got treated 100% different than if he was already here.
Yeah.
As Barry Obama. If Barry Obama came, he's gonna get treated just like a regular old person.
Yeah.
But Barack Hussein got treated a little different than Barry Obama.
Yeah, true.
Same guy. Those are the same as that guy.
Mm-hmm. The name difference.
As I said, name was different.
Name difference.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the government and all that is included in there, then yeah.
What is Barry's well, Barack's. What is his daddy's name? What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name again?
I don't remember his daddy name. I know his face.
Yeah, if you gonna get all the benefits that Habib get, yeah, I'll change my name tomorrow.
Like you said, the Native Americans, like you said last night, the Native Americans, they got, because they're Native Americans, they getting treated a little bit different because they ain't got to fight for what we got to fight for. We got to keep, why we got to keep fighting? Why are we the ones that got to keep
We're
fighting?
the only race.
That's where I was going.
We're the only race.
Remember what I said before I asked the question?
We're the only race.
I said it's a matter of respect, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at respect, right? If you have children, grandkids or children, whatever, right now, and they and you change their name today, they're 5 years old, and they walk with a sense of respectability, because at that point you would know that this guy is not a white guy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And he's a black guy, and he doesn't need your help because he has his own people to help him out, right? So, because like right now, if you go in a place and say your name is Richard Stewart, right? They'll know if that's a black guy or white guy. And then when they see it as a black guy, they'll be like, man, you got no respect for yourself because you got a white person's name. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Why can't we have that now? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if like when I was coming up, man, everybody stuck together. You know what I'm saying? It seems like now we the only race that just, you know, you have a cat that's mad at you because you got a gold shirt on and, you know, you got long sleeves and they got short sleeves. Or you get mad at, you know, somebody get mad at you instead of asking you, well, damn, man, you know, where you get that shirt from? Well, how you do this or how you do that? You know, they try to tear you down instead of, you know, trying to build one another up.
Let me see if you
Since this is Black History Month, everyone,
go for it.
do anyone know who Daryl Schuler is?
Mm-hmm.
Do anyone know who that is? If not, you can Google him, whatever. He's one of 67 master chefs in the world. There's only 67. That TV chef is not the same guy. Those are not master chefs. They're just TV, you know, people. They're not master chef. Dale Schuler from Atlanta. He's only black. Out of all of that in the world, it's still only 67. So one of 67, that's still a hell of a number, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he was in Wisconsin last summer. I wanted to try to get to see him. Because he was right here at Parkland.
I remember
He
you
was out there
talking
teaching
about
the kids.
I remember you telling me.
Any chef that come out of Atlanta to cook, they gotta go through him. You gotta go. I don't care who you think you got. You still gotta go through him to be accredited, get it certified. You had to go through him. There's no way around it. So that's a tidbit of the Black history for me and my profession is Daryl Schuler.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other great chefs in the world, black, whatever, but he's only one of 67.
Mm-hmm. Now imagine if Daryl Schuler, if he had a name that was identifiable, that's what it is. Identity, right? Identity. If you don't have an identity, right, then who respects that? See what I'm saying? This is why, you know, I'm gonna go into a different, it's the same thing, it's Black History, but turn the corner, I'll be right back. When you got Deion Sanders, right, leaving the HBCU to go to a PWI, Jackson State, Colorado, right? Why did he go to Colorado?
PWI.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm thinking PWI would stand for? Or that's something.
Boy.
Can I say it on this channel?
Yeah.
Peckerwood Institution, is that what you...
That's what it is.
I'm not sure.
Woods.
Peckerwood Institution, is that the same?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what it
well,
is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's about what it is, what it sums up to be. But it's like this, right? So Deion, right, now, in my opinion, what I've seen with him, he left, and people justified him leaving, right? Because of the money. This going down, coming back to where you had just asked, why can't we be like how you were when you were younger? Because things are being justified because of the money. Years ago, I didn't break into your house, as a rule. A lot of people in the neighborhood didn't break into the house. Why? Because you had what I had. Because you was my neighbor, you was right here, right? Well, if you gonna leave us for the money, then we have no choice but to break into your house. You see what I'm saying? It's your identity. So Deion Sanders could have been a great coach. It's a great black. What's a great HBCU coach that y'all know about?
Doug Williams.
Okay, great. No, we're gonna say great.
The coach you
Eddie
at
Robinson.
Grambling.
Eddie Robinson.
Eddie
Yeah.
Robinson. Okay, so Eddie Robinson is a great coach, right? And if he would have left Grambling in 3 years, he would not have been a great coach. If he left from Grambling to go to the Jets or to Wisconsin as his was he wouldn't have been a great coach.
They wouldn't give it HBCU coaches that opportunity.
You say opportunity like it's a better deal. It's not a better deal.
But
You got to remember.
no, I'm just saying as far as coaching. Look at Derek Williams. Won a Super Bowl and lost a job the next year.
Next week.
Yeah.
He was already gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, what the fuck?
But like you said, the opportunity. So when you say opportunity, it's like, being able to coach in somewhere else is like a better thing. But we got to remember that with Eddie Robinson coaching at Grambling, right? That was the pipeline, right? The white people had to come to the HBCU to get the players, because the players couldn't play at the PWIs. See what I'm saying?
Institution. No.
It was all about
Yeah.
Peckerwood. So you can't be at that one. You did? So now, if they would have left that going there, think about how that would have been. So when you think about great coaches, Eddie Robinson, right? Thompson, right? From Georgetown. Kay from Duke. Paterno from Pennsylvania. Penn State. I think he was at Penn State, right?
Penn State.
Penn State. Paterno. Russ from Penn State. That's the volleyball, right? My man from Hawaii in volleyball.
Got a guy you're leaving out, but I want to see how you feel about it.
Michigan. Izzo.
Mike Krzyzewski from Duke.
That's K. That's Coach K.
Yeah.
Dean Smith.
Yeah.
Roy Williams. Anybody else?
See, I got a guy. Everybody leaving him off, man.
Who?
He's Donald Trump.
John Harbaugh.
He's Donald Trump of the college basketball.
John Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. Oh, what's the name?
Knight.
Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
I forgot about him. Him too. What they got in common? What they got in common?
So they all white.
Huh?
You said John Thompson.
Because we said John Thompson and we said
Thompson.
Eddie Robinson.
Yeah.
What they got in common?
They stuck with their university.
See?
They stayed.
That's what make you great. By staying there, you dig what I'm saying?
Not
You
only
gotta
that, they
build
was
a
teachers.
legacy, huh?
They was teachers.
Yeah, but here's the cool part. When you at a university, you coaching.
And that they cared about their players.
That too, but when you at a university and you coaching, right? You're gonna have ups and downs, right? But you never looked at as great, man, if you leave the school in 2 or 3 years. See, Dion, he ain't got the money. That's cool. Go get your money, whatever. But I don't like it. I'm just saying it's cool for this moment. But
I think it was more an opportunity though.
what's the opportunity though?
He had a major college, and he could bring black players to a major college.
They was already going there because what's his name is from there? Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart, the quarterback and the wide receiver and stuff, right?
Yeah,
I
he
think that
could
Killer
bring.
was there too.
And the what's, huh?
He could
Was
bring.
that Killer there?
The killer.
The Killer. I call him the Killer. He hired the guy to kill.
Oh,
His baby mama.
was he there?
Ray Carew.
Ray Carew.
Yeah, I thought he was there too. Wasn't he there?
I don't remember him. I
thought Cordell Stewart was his quarterback. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
don't know. Cordell wouldn't have been his quarterback.
I mean, the receiver.
No.
What I thought it was a quarterback.
At that time?
Yeah, I thought they was there.
No, Cordell was there early, man.
One of them cats was there.
What's the name there was late.
No, dude is old now, man. You know.
No, he wouldn't have been there with was he?
I thought he was.
He got me on that one. That's good trip.
One of them guys went there. He was drafted. He was recruited by Nebraska, and
You talking about recently?
he was from LA. He said he couldn't wear the red from Nebraska, so he went to Colorado.
Oh, I could dig that.
Yeah,
I could dig that.
You know,
Yeah.
could wear it.
He was
so
a
he
Crip.
went to Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah, But you know, man, when you talk about opportunity to be in a major university, I mean, well, it's a.
Cause look at Jackson State before Deion got there. Man, they said the track wasn't even.
Man,
Couldn't even walk on the track.
Deion ain't do shit for Jackson State, man. Zero. He ain't did nothing for Jackson State, man. Don't let nobody fool you thinking Deion talked a lot of shit. That's all he did. He didn't do nothing else for Jackson State. He didn't put nobody in the stands. You know, people was going to the stands anyway. Man, look, I tell people all the time, man. We was fucking with HBCU football decades before Deion was involved. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe it.
Because that's the classics. And you look at all the classics that people coming from all over the nation to go to.
I'm talking about for the program itself.
But still for the program, man.
For the program itself.
Deion ain't shit like Eddie Robinson Jr. said.
You ain't HBC.
No,
you
he
ain't
said
swag.
we swag.
You ain't swag.
Yeah, we swag. You ain't swag, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass up out of here, man. He was telling them the real deal.
Yeah, but he brought the sponsors though.
Nah,
You know,
man.
He brought the Jackson. Man,
You know,
they had that place looking
dude,
looking like a real college, man.
it is real. It's not real.
I mean a real. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like a top, like a Big Ten. You
What's
know,
the difference between the Big Ten and the swag?
it's the money. Like a Big Ten, you know, you see a difference. If you look at Wisconsin, locker rooms and weight rooms and all that, and you know what I'm saying, it's a big difference.
I'll show you the difference though, right? The difference between them schools, and this is a minor difference, this is the major difference between them schools, the minor thing that a lot of people don't look at. Wisconsin and all these schools was built by the government for free. Bethune-Cookman, Jackson State, all these schools, man, was put together by somebody like you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. You dig what I'm saying? Deion, man, look, they tried to show Deion, because Deion had ESPN. He got this
Yeah,
other
brought the
place,
sponsor, that's
right?
sponsor money.
That's bullshit, though. I'll show you why, right? Did y'all come to that school for Deion? Y'all got the school on the TV for Deion? Is that what y'all did? That what that is. So Deion go to MATC? Would he go? Would that happen?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. So if we got a person that really loves his people, right? I always said this. I've been saying this for 20 years. How long has LeBron been in the league? Whenever he came, I said it then, that if these guys love their people, like LeBron, he didn't go to college. But if LeBron went to college and went to an HBCU, I can care less.
Man.
I can care less what happened. They're gonna be there. They're gonna put it on ESPN. So is it Deion or is it because the person is there? You dig what I'm saying? It could have been anybody that's got that kind of hype. If Shaq went to coach at an HBCU right now, they're gonna put that on ESPN.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So anybody who got hype, who got the people that they love, right? You just stripped HBCUs of that. So you did worse for HBCUs than you did good. You dig what I'm saying? You know, like I said, one of the things, Deion didn't win the championship.
Nah, they won or lost this.
No, he didn't lose. He didn't win none.
Thought they won.
They lost both of them.
Yeah, don't let them fool
They
you.
lost both of them.
Don't let them fool you, man. So they lost one to North Carolina Central, and they lost one to South Carolina State.
Yeah,
They lost, yeah. So South Carolina State last year, North Carolina Central this year. They ain't shit, man. He ain't shit. Not they. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
He doing it for his son to get in the.
Yeah, and
Both of them.
and you think about that. This is Black History Month, so I'm gonna say this. He's saying that the white schools are better than the black schools. That's what he's saying.
Well, he done said it.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
He said it loud and proud.
Yeah, he said it. And this is the crazy part, man, because that's what make you not shit. So you
Eddie
can't.
George is coaching
Yeah, he down there once a night.
Tennessee, ain't he?
Yeah, TSU, I think it is TSU.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you see, the only thing is Eddie George is not loud. He's not loud like
Yeah,
like
flashy.
no, the loud shit, man. You know, You know what I'm saying? But when you talking about historically, that's Black history. Historically, Black colleges and universities. If you standing on being a Black person and you say you love your people and you doing stuff for your people, man, you be down there all the time, man. You going 11. He went 12-0. So did after the championships is 12-1.
Yeah.
Right? So you going at these rates. You could have been down in Jackson State, man, and been a legend. They couldn't take you serious. They could not. Man, you going into the poorest state in the nation. Statistically, it's the poorest state in the nation. Hold, check this out.
Turning things around.
No, not turning things around. Acting stupid in the motherfucker. Let a motherfucker come through here, and this the poorest neighborhood in the city. I don't give a fuck who you think you is. We stripping you. It's cool. This is what's gonna happen. You can't. You dangling steaks in front of motherfuckers that ain't ate in a month, right? So you in the poorest state in the nation. You come through there with jewelry on and shit, right? Why your jewelry getting taken? Man, you flossing in front of us, man. We gotta get that, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no money. They already.
They got it. Somebody got him.
That's what I'm telling you.
This shit came up missing.
That's what I'm telling you. You
Came
don't
up missing.
see. They wouldn't have got Eddie Robinson. Man, you swag, man. They not gonna fuck with you, man, cause you weird with us. You go down to you know they break into his son's cars and shit like this. They break into these cars all the time and shit, right? Why are they skipping everybody else's car, fucking with your car? You know what I'm saying? What, you got a fucking Ferrari out there?
Yeah, probably shining.
You see what I'm saying? They don't want to see this shit, man. You know, you gotta stop this type of shit. See what I'm saying?
They had a
What
water.
they say I'm better than you.
They had a water
Yeah.
crisis.
Yeah, I mean, that shit didn't just start. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man, I say this, man, real quick before I dip. About the name thing, the name is respect, right? So then, if we start changing these names, right? Stop, man. Ain't nobody in this motherfucking things in this country should be named Mary. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, just think about that. Now, like you just said, Bob. You know, black cat walking around saying his name Bob. Come on, man. Or Mary. You know, literally, these are names that think of Elizabeth. Man, we never gonna respect you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I met a Chinese cat and he told me his name was Tom. I said, man, what the fuck is this, man?
Yeah,
What you talking about? Tom.
That don't add up right.
Yeah, so I said, man, how did you get the name Tom? He said, oh, I take it when I came here. Dad, I got no respect for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine seeing a bunch of people come through. You know, Donald, this is Bob, this is Larry. You know, come on, man, what the fuck is these names? So they're not gonna respect us for that until we garner respect. Nobody's gonna show us anything in this country. That's why we still trying to reach for hope. You dig what I'm saying? You know, here we is 500 years later, we talking about hope. Man, that shit is out of order. You know, it's just Black History Month, right? And like I said last night, we arguing about should it be more than 365 days. I'm seeing everybody post things saying 24/7, 365. Not one post about Black history and shit throughout the year. Throughout the whole year and shit, you talking stupid shit, but you want to talk about, oh, Black history is 365 days a year.
Yeah, I'm black every day.
I'm black here. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know? You white most of the time. You know what I'm saying? These people are white. You dig what I'm saying? White is the mindset. It ain't got to just be the physical. It's the mindset. Because they want to be able to do this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And then jump off the bandwagon and say, oh, 365. Man, that sound good and shit, but like I said, I'm monitoring every motherfucker that I seen saying 24/7, 365 to see what they post every day to see if they got any Black history up in that motherfucker. And you ain't said shit about Black history in a year and a half.
They don't know it.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah. Don't even know their history.
right, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
That's exactly. I said that last night.
You're right.
You know what I'm
A lot of them knew where they came from, or their history.
Yeah.
Respect thing could be a whole lot different.
Yeah. Hey,
You know?
this is one of the reasons why Black people, once we were enslaved, we sold over here, sold over there, because somebody fuck around and tell you that what your real name is. If they tell you what your real name is, you keep everybody together, Like, man, ain't no way motherfucker gonna call me Donald, man. I'm this. You know
The
what I'm
boy
saying?
almost died. I know it was a movie.
Yeah.
For Roots.
Yeah.
Kunta.
Yeah. Kunta.
He got beat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beat out of this man.
That shows you that movie, man, is 40. This is be the 46th year of that movie, right? This is the 46th
Man,
year, right?
I still couldn't stomach watching the whole movie, bro.
Oh, you
I
tripping?
still ain't watched the whole movie.
You tripping? I love that shit.
Man, me too.
I love
Got
it,
it.
man. You gotta watch that, man. You gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. You gotta tune into our show next week, and we'll see what's happening. I mean, tomorrow, to Sunday. I'm gonna do a pop up on
You
Sunday.
know, it was so short last night. It was over an hour and a half, or almost 2 hours, right?
Man, it was almost 2 hours or something. But let me
See,
turn
that's how
this
good
off
that
so the
was.
phone won't go off.
All right.
I'm
Thanks
saying
for
peace.
inviting me.
Peace,
Yeah, appreciate
peace.
you.
More power of Allah.
Peace, man.
All right, y'all. Mr. Hank speaking.
That ain't.
Peace.